What's going on, folks? Welcome back to another episode of Oh, really? Absolutely. And we got the tripod back. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
A little bit of a timeout.
He's
good to go.
How the hell are you, my friend?
I am fan-diddly fucking-tastic. How are you?
Holy.
Holy.
I was to get the F-bomb out right away, right?
Oh, exactly. Let her rip. My mom always says, if it feels good, do it.
Yeah.
So let her rip.
I wonder how she felt doing her push-ups today.
Yeah, sometimes you have to do it even if it doesn't feel good.
Yeah. She's gonna be walking out of that house soon after all these games and going, "Hello, my name is Arnold. I feel good about my full shot, kids. Oh, pretty good."
Yeah, the Oilers, they smoked the Flames.
Yeah.
Well, I
Didn't
wouldn't
take
go
much.
that far, but
Hey, a win's a win, man.
hey, they put a dose on them.
Yeah. Well, and they knocked them out of the playoffs. They're no longer eligible to make the playoffs.
Oh, they're out?
They're out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, then they put a big bad hose on it.
Oh, yeah. Extinguished that fire.
Yeah.
The Flames can't make the playoffs?
Not anymore. Statistically,
Wow.
they're out.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's early.
So I just want to ask a question just because I haven't seen any comments on here. You're live on your page, right?
I do believe. Let me have a gander. If you guys are watching on Facebook, give us a little howdy. How y'all doing?
Oh, there you go. I'm a piggy.
Hey, Grandma.
Thank you.
Welcome back, Dwayne. For sure.
Very sure.
I'm just having a gander. Yeah, live on the Giggling Guru, fellas.
Good. Yeah, just Kayla's not first this time.
Well, you know what I always say: if you ain't first, you're last.
First or last.
That's right.
Hi, Mark.
Mark Popke. Hello. Hello.
Kayla probably thought Jim Carrey was on, so I don't know. Maybe she decided, hey, Jim Carrey isn't that good of a guy, and he hit the bricks. Either that, or she's still hopping to the couch to get to her laptop.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah,
Do
probably.
either one of you guys know a guy named Jim Carrey? Because, man, it would be cool if we had anybody named Jim Carrey and just had him on the show.
I'm sure we could find that guy.
Dude, I was gonna get a picture of him and post it on there this week. And then go, psych.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. And then you just look over and we've got like 500 likers.
Good job, Tracy. Good job.
Well done,
Humbled.
Well done. Yeah.
You will be able to toss us around spinning like a basketball. I will say that. Right on the fingers. Should just be doing this, going, yep, that's right, boys.
Howdy, Dad. How's it going?
Right.
Thank you.
We missed those guys on Friday night, but that's okay.
Oh, we didn't get an invite.
Virtual bowling?
Virtual bowling, yeah. I don't even care anymore. I'm past the point of worrying about it. But yeah, virtual bowling.
So speaking of some negative bullshit, let's get into some rules.
Oh, is that a rule? Hello, Brother Todd.
So rule number 1, you cannot say, oh, really? Because if you do, that's a drink.
And if you say, absolutely, that is definitely a drink.
And if you talk about anything negative other than the Flames not being in the playoffs this year, that's a drink.
Wow.
Are you glad I'm back now?
Hey, I got something cool here. You wanna hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll make you laugh. We'll make you drink, but one thing we won't do is make you think. Cause we're here to entertain each and every Saturday night.
A bravo. A thank you very much.
I finally listened to the words for the first time for that song just now.
And what'd you think?
Do you realize that we don't make people think?
I'm well aware, yeah.
Sometimes you do.
I did not know that.
Well, Tracy just went, so apparently she's thinking.
Oh, probably smoke coming up from the backyard over there or something.
Yeah, I think if thoughts could make a sound, that was the sound that thoughts could make.
It'd be.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. I didn't know they were mathematically out. That's pretty exciting now. Well, they can play spoilers, right? So
Yeah.
the Flames can play spoilers, but
well, they can still play hockey too. It just doesn't matter.
I wonder if we could join the WHL.
oh,
No, the Oil Kings would wax them.
Well, that's true. It's sad all over the place for them.
Oh, man, did I want to win that 50-50 last night?
What would you
What
have
was it
done
worth?
with it, Colton?
Well, if I won, what was it up to? I'm sure it was over $1 million. If I won $500,000, I'd go buy that Bronco in a heartbeat. A guy needs a Bronco in his life, I think. You know, like a nice orange 2-door Outer Banks trim level, with the Lux package. Oh, and the Sasquatch package.
What kind of a saddle on that Bronco?
Well, a leather one.
Would that be heated seats or air conditioned seats or both?
Well, see, I don't know if I've talked about this, but in my perfect world, a heated back with a cooled seat. That's the world I want to live in.
yeah.
Right?
And they'll
Because
make
you know you're out working all day and your back's sore, and you want that nice heated back to soothe the sore back, but you want that cooled seat to keep you nice and cool while you're on a long drive.
yeah. That'd be a win-win.
What I'm hearing is when you're sitting on your ass all day driving,
Yeah.
you want a cool ass?
Yeah. I don't want a hot ass, that's for sure.
Well,
Well,
the women might like it.
I mean, that's what I would do. I would definitely go buy that Bronco. I would, I don't know, maybe take a couple months off and, really work for myself,
What about you, Gerald?
Oh, I'd just pay off the bowling alley and take the stress away. That's what I'd do there and enjoy the rest of it. For sure.
Have you been chucking any balls or what?
It's not in me. I don't have the heart. I was talking to Tim Wiseman the other day there from Sherwood Bowl, and he says, and he's top 2 in Canada, right? And he says he just can't get into it right now because there's nothing to go for, and we don't know what's going on, right? So, that's going to be a drink, but
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to throw you down that alley.
Oh,
Throw you down that gutter.
It's
Yeah,
the truth,
that's
though,
what
right?
Yeah, I
It's
threw
the
him down
truth,
the alley, and then I hit a rut in the middle of the lane, and it just bounced right into the gutter.
Yeah. That's like going down the lane, hitting the gutter, bouncing over 3 lanes, and landing in that gutter and going straight.
I had a girl last year on which team was it? On the Coons team, I think. I won't say any names just to keep it simple, but she's pissed off at her old man. And it's in game 2, and I'm on lane 1 and 2, and they're on 3 and 4. And first ball she threw, she punched a 3-pin, and she's just pissed off. Something's going on back there. I don't know what it is. So she takes her second ball, and when she threw it, it hit the meridian in between the 2 lanes, bounced to the other gutter, come out of the gutter, and she spared it up. But she was turned around and walking away by then because she was so mad that she didn't even see it happen.
Lord.
Yeah.
Lord.
And in this day and age of phones, not one person got that on video.
No, well, it happens that quick.
Well,
It just happened that quick, man.
I'm glad you bring up the phones thing, pardon me, because in this day and age where everybody has a cell phone, why can we still not get a clear picture of Bigfoot?
Right?
That's what I want to know.
Because they haven't come to my house to find them.
Are you telling me you're holding on to clear pictures of Bigfoot this whole time?
Not. Yes.
Or are you the Bigfoot?
Oh.
Oh, depends.
That wasn't creepy.
I can do whatever you want it to be.
Oh, Mark had a Bronco once. What year did you have a Bronco? Was it a 2-door? Of course it was. They didn't make 4-doors until this year.
And was it white?
What are you trying to say, Dwayne?
Was it driving down the streets with a bunch of police cars behind it?
Yeah, I knew that's what he was getting at there.
Yeah. I did too, but I wanted him to say it.
He was looking to see, does he have the nerve to finish that sentence?
Turns out he did.
That direction.
A 1978. What a beauty.
I was 16 years old.
I was minus 21.
I was 13.
Wow.
We call those ages BC, before Colton. It was rust and white.
See, I knew it was white.
Yeah, you nailed it. But you notice how she threw in the rust part first?
Yeah.
It wasn't
She's
white
got
with a touch of rust.
Got out of the rust. She just doesn't want it straight white. It's got to be rust and white.
Yeah.
So what's the worst thing that you guys ever had eaten, didn't know you ate it until after you'd eaten it? So, and then you found out what it really was when you thought it was something else. Have you ever had that experience?
Brussels sprouts.
Oh, I got busted with my math again. Sorry, it was 11 BC. It was not 21 BC. Thank you, Mom.
The only reason she answered that is because she was getting tired of you aging her.
Yeah.
She's like, "Hey, now."
Hey, whoa, wait a minute.
See, Kramer didn't know he was eating prairie oysters until he was given them. And then he knew after. Well, I couldn't do that. Oof. What the hell's a prairie oyster?
They're bull balls.
Bull balls.
Hey?
Bull balls.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I've never eaten anything exotic or anything like that at all. It's
not even exotic, right? My sister pulled a stunt on me when I was 10. Gave me a chocolate bar. I fucking downed it. It was X-Lax.
Oh, I so didn't think you were going that direction.
Well, I thought it was a chocolate bar, and it was friggin' a whole bar of X-Lax. Yeah.
Ooh.
Shittiest experience I ever had, for sure.
Yeah. I was gonna say you and the toilet were the best of friends.
For a while.
I guess you know what, the most strangest thing that I have ate, and I can't say that it was bad, but it was tofu. I actually had a tofu chili once, and it was actually really good. I had it at a friend's house that is a vegetarian, and it was fantastic. I got it, and they didn't tell me until after. They're like, "That's tofu." I'm like, "Huh."
Not bad.
You're like, did you say dog food?
Tofu.
Looks like they hid prairie oysters in Dave's stew.
I guess apparently they did.
A little oyster stew tonight. Come on over, man. You know what I would say? Just kind of thinking about it. Nothing too nasty. Although at the moment I was appalled, and then I found out that it was like that for years. So growing up, Mom was always trying to find creative ways of getting vegetables into us. Right?
Yeah.
My favorite food growing up was lasagna. Mom's lasagna, was the best.
Yeah.
And one day I was eating my lasagna, and I found this long green stringy thing. And I'm like, what is this? What did you put in the lasagna? She's like, that's spinach. I always put spinach in lasagna. She's like, you've always loved it. Now why do you hate it all of a sudden?
Yeah.
That's how you know it's in there.
But then after, were you like, I'm Popeye the Sailor Man, toot toot?
Yeah, then I almost had bigger biceps than Mom.
Okay, Oliver.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, Colton, you said you had a question you wanted to ask us, buddy.
You want to hear my question? Because I've told you before, there's dumb things that keep me up at night.
Yeah.
Like really dumb things that keep me up at night. So my question is, we all know that when you light a lighter gets lighter. But you get to a point where when you go to light your lighter won't get any lighter because your lighter's too light. So when you get to that point, is your lighter still lighter, or is your lighter just lighter?
I'm just gonna say your lighter's lighter.
Yeah, it's no longer a lighter.
It's no longer a lighter.
I laid there for probably an hour just going through that over and over and over, and I'm like, what's the answer here?
Wow, really?
It really kept me up.
Have you heard of counting sheep?
No, I was counting how many times can I say lighter in a sentence.
Have you heard of counting bikes?
No, I'd have to go to the backyard to do that.
Oh, they moved it out of the garage to the backyard now.
Well, yeah, garage is a cool hang pad, man.
Didn't somebody win a couple of bikes they got to come and get? Who won those bikes?
Robert. Tom.
Robert, yeah.
Yeah, get over here and clean my backyard, Robert. Jesus.
You'll be waiting a while for him to come and get them, right? So some people's kids.
No, Dave. Not even a little bit. That's the
worst. Those are some good edibles.
Not even, man. Not even. Just dumb.
Dumb.
Oh, we were talking about aliens at the time. We had Nick and Tanya over and the baby over for supper tonight for Easter, and that's what we talked about was aliens and experiences and getting into that weird shit again, right? So, because even they talk about having their own experiences, which is pretty cool. So it wasn't just me. That's good.
What was the most surprising thing that you learned in that conversation?
That
he wasn't alone.
I wasn't alone. Yeah, pretty much.
They're out there, man.
Well, we started talking about Smithsonian Network because I love watching this. I was watching something on New York Aerial today. I love that channel, right? The Smithsonian channel, and yeah, then we got into the alien conversation. Anyway, yeah, it's all good. Nice to know I'm not alone.
It's amazing how they kept it in the family.
She's not related. She's related through family. So
Family's
family.
That's what they say.
Even you can't pick and choose your family, but family's family.
100%.
Lord Thunder, and I know that.
I think I had a nerve.
We've all got one of those nerves, guaranteed.
The worst part is I'm that part.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. So was I. And I will say that in past tense. I will not say that out loud like it was loud happening now. No. Last year.
Yeah, that's right.
So how's you guys' week's been since I've been gone?
Well, it's been pretty quiet.
Pretty quiet, eh?
Yeah, I've had nothing going on really. Well, side stuff. But other than that, I went to Peace River a couple of times and saw some family and picked up another building in my janitorial because, they keep building these COVID sites. So we picked up another one through Alberta Health. So that's a good thing, right? But it's a bad thing, but it's a good thing, right? So I'd rather not have them and not have it exist. But since it does exist, I will happily take the buildings from Alberta Health.
I think you got to clean your lanes, man. The balls keep going in the friggin' gutter.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, you need to talk to my wife about that because she did.
The metaphorical lanes, brother.
Gotcha.
That's all right. That's all right.
The metaphorical lanes in the sky.
You know what, man? Life's just a bunch of gutters and strikes, brother.
Yeah.
Gutters and strikes.
And every once in a while, there's a spare. And
There's
boy,
a spare.
does that fuck up the program.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, my analogy does not work. So thanks whoever invented spares.
Don't forget, we got a couple mugs to give away tonight, or at least one mug, right?
Oh yeah, you're mean mugging it.
Yeah.
Well, you might as well throw a little decal on it.
Yeah, we'll throw some decal in and a mug in for anybody that shares the show, I guess, right?
Yeah, you betcha. Yeah, if you share the show, just comment shared, and then I will write your handy little, well, not your handy name, but your name on my handy little notebook here, and we'll pick somebody, and you'll get a cup.
I'll ship you a mug.
And if Gerald actually sends those cups, then you might actually get it. So
I keep forgetting about the nieces. Oh, I tell you.
I'll get it not on here roaring you a new one.
No, she hasn't been on for a couple of weeks. I think she's busy with family. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you disappointed her by not picking her name the first time. I wouldn't come back as a fan either. She even tried to pay you.
Shelly hasn't been on since I made that comment that we changed her song.
I'm not going to tell you that conversation, but yeah, you are on her shit list.
Well, she'll get over it quick. I don't have time to lose sleep over stuff like that.
Oh, Sarah shared. You made the list.
If they didn't know it was a joke, then that's on them, not me.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they knew it was a joke, Gerald.
I know. So it said she's just been dead air for 2 weeks, and I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry, Shelly. I'll send you a mug.
They've been busy, man. I don't know if you've been watching their Facebook page, but they're busy.
Yeah. Gene's doing his own thing too, right? So
yeah, what's Gene up to?
He's doing do you have him on Facebook or?
No, I just get to see what
he does a daily or a weekly.
Daily.
You know what? A daily. He was challenged by somebody to do a daily podcast for 10 days or something, and he pick a topic and discuss it for half an hour, 45 minutes, whatever it was. So
you go on Facebook Live and you talk about it. The challenge was for 21 days straight just to go on Facebook and to just talk.
Yeah.
About anything and everything that he wants to talk about.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He's doing really well at it. It's fun to watch. Ian Hill, holy smokes! I haven't heard from Ian in a while. Good to see you, buddy. Not that I could see you, Ian, but I can visualize you.
Do you like how he shared?
I like how he shared. See, the problem with Ian is he works in a friggin' beer factory, eh? So he's probably half snapped half the time, right? So he makes beer for a company. So I imagine he works 7 days a week and enjoys it.
What company is that? We were actually just talking about Ian, wondering where he's working now.
Broken Oaks, I think he's still there.
Broken Oaks. Okay, cool. Yeah, because he was a manager at a few different restaurants, right?
Yeah, but then the last one being the K or I forget which one. Anyway, they shut down Montana's, right?
Yeah.
So no, he's loving what he's doing now. So, and he's the last guy. He won that 50-inch TV from the bowling alley last year when we were doing the 3-pin cleanup thing, right? So
he's been watching TV ever since. So leave the guy alone. He's been loving his TV. Like, come on. Instead of watching on a 23 like this, now he's like, I caught a fish this big. But it's a TV.
You know the trick for making your fish look bigger when you're fishing, eh? You just got to hold that fish closer.
Magnifying glass does it all the time.
You don't even need that.
Yeah, magnifying glass makes a lot of things look bigger.
Yeah, but on camera.
No, I know what Colton's saying.
I do too, but I'm just.
My question for you, Dwayne, is what are you trying to make look bigger on camera?
I don't have to make anything look bigger on camera. Camera already has 10 pounds, and I've got 110 of them, so there you go.
If you have a bigger TV, let's say if it's 10 times bigger, then it takes away the 100, and then it's just 10 pounds bigger, right? So you just need a bigger TV.
Well, it all depends. It all depends on which channel you're watching.
Wow.
Oh, fair enough.
If you're watching the Food Network, no, it adds another 40.
Oh, for sure.
If you're watching women's gymnastics, well, then yeah, it's you lose 20. I gotta say this, Colton. When I was watching you guys when I was off for 2 weeks, you had mentioned last week, I guess it was. We were talking about you were going down the rabbit hole watching that F1 show on Netflix.
Yes, thank you for bringing that up.
So I thought, I'm going to go watch it. So I watched all 3 seasons like 3 days in a row. And I'll go back. Our bucket list should be going to watch the race in Dubai. I have never gone. But that would be a bucket list thing for us to go there because it just looks like an amazing place to go and watch a race. But I watched that. And I got to say this. What a bunch of spoiled ass rich kids these guys are.
The drivers?
Spoiled ass, like, my God. Right? It's like they run into a back of a car. It was his fault. No, it wasn't, you dumbass. You ran into him. You try to fit a car that's this big into an area that's this big.
And the best part of that was it was his own freaking team.
Yeah, I know. That's
you took out your own teammate, man.
Yeah. I was watching that more and more, and I'm just thinking, just going to look at how these teammates just hate each other, right? They start out all friendly until the next guy gets beat, until the one guy gets beat or whatever, right?
Well, and then there's a bunch of politics that kind of goes into that too. Like you see a couple of times where it's like they're telling the guy that's in, let's say, second place that wants to pass first, and he's got more speed and he's ready to pass, and the team is chirping in his ear, no, back up. We need you to slow down. Your car's too hot. He's like, bullshit. My car is not too hot. I'm passing. No, just back off. We need at least 2 second gap.
Yeah.
And, oh man, you imagine though, like you're stuck in second. You're literally not allowed to pass. Like your team won't let you pass.
Team orders.
Right? Yeah. What
and
a crazy
their favorite word: push.
Yeah.
Push. Box. Push. Box. I'm like, am I watching a show or am I watching a porno? I wasn't quite sure what it was, but it was like, what the hell? It was a little crazy.
So you're telling me that these guys orchestrate, they tell the driver what he needs to be doing and not doing while he's out there?
Yep.
Is that a fact, eh? I didn't know that. I don't watch it, right? So
Yeah, you'll have to watch that show, man. It's crazy. I did the same thing. I seen that there was a new season. So I'm like, well, I got to start from the beginning. So I started season 1 and I was hooked. So then just kept watching and watching and watching. And yeah, now I'm through season 3 and now I'm addicted. I just want to watch. Have you watched a full race?
I've watched bits and pieces of races. I haven't watched from flag to flag, but I used to, when I was younger, I would watch the Canadian one, like when Gilles Villeneuve was racing, because I'm that old. I remember who he is.
yeah,
Right. Yeah. So I would watch, when I would get it, I would watch that race and from pillar to post. But it's just amazing. Like Lance Stroll, who's a Canadian. The only reason he's even in the car is because Daddy's buying his way.
But to be fair,
To be fair,
to be fair, he's a good little racer. Like,
he isn't.
His dad brought him in, but he's a good racer. Like he's got some podiums, doesn't he?
He has some podiums, but his podiums are luck because other guys are breaking down and stuff like that. So I guess if
that's not luck.
That's luck.
Right place, right time. There's only 20 drivers.
That's it.
There's only 20 drivers. It's luck. But if you look at a lot of those accidents and collisions and stuff like that, how many times was it that stupid ass pink car was involved in them, and it was him?
Yeah.
Like I don't know, man. I don't know where. Like, I'm a NASCAR fan, and I'm a huge NASCAR fan. Like, I will, when Daytona comes on in February, don't bother me on Sunday. I'm watching Daytona all day long. Yep, everybody's like, oh, it's just 300. It's not. It's guys that are doing 200 miles an hour with the foot.
I wasn't going to bring this up, but it looks like I am.
You're talking about
I was telling Dad. Oh yeah,
700 horsepower, 200 miles an hour, and they're that far away from each other, and they're maneuvering.
Yeah,
going in and out of traffic.
Yeah,
that takes talent.
That's serious skill.
That's respect. Absolutely.
Yeah. That's precision, man.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, so we had this same conversation. I was talking to Dad about it, and he's like, yeah, I like Gilles Villeneuve. I'm like, oh yeah, no, I don't know who that is. He's like, oh, so you're not like a fan. I'm like, man, I'm just getting into it. I have no idea anybody. Like, I know people from the last 3 seasons. That's it.
So then you didn't know that his son came close to this first season in Formula One after he was done Indy, that he ended up finishing second place in his rookie season.
Really?
No way.
Yeah, Jacques. Yeah.
Oh, Jacques Villeneuve. Yes.
Jacques Villeneuve.
Oh, that name sounds familiar. That's probably more my era, right?
Yeah. Restrictor plates, baby.
What? Go on. Explain.
So what he means by that is, like on Daytona and stuff like that, they all have to have their throttle plates. They're all the same size. Like you can't. There's no advantage, right? So they're all drilled out and they're all put on top of the carbs. Ruben Racing. Yep. And that's why they're so close together, because they all have these specs that they have to be by and what they're running, and these restrictor plates that go on the throttle bodies and on the carbs. There's no advantage, so you can't. And they had to slow the cars down because the cars were doing around there one time. They were doing about 220 without them, so they had to slow them down. But yeah, it just makes for amazing racing, man.
What's the cool little system they've got on Formula One with the tail as they're coming up behind somebody when they're 1 second behind? They can flip open their back So then the draft just goes right through the fin instead of DRS, draft reducing system.
Yeah, I think something like that.
Wow. Good for you, Colton.
Hey.
I don't know if that's
Hey,
right.
Colton.
That's close enough.
I'm so glad you got Google up there on your screen right now and you're reading it. And making it sound like, was it Jazz? Yeah, that.
What is DRS? Yeah, what is DRS Formula One? Draft reduction system. Perfect. There we go.
You were close, buddy.
I was pretty darn close.
Either that, or do you have a Jamie there beside you that's doing all the work for you and typing it out for you and telling you?
That's not a bad idea. I need to work on that. Hey, if anybody wants to apply, send their email to colton20@gmail.com. How you'll get paid is you have to supply me beers on Saturday nights, and you'll get supplied with my presents.
Wow. That's priceless. That's priceless.
That's priceless. I'm telling you. Colton20@gmail.com. Hit me up.
My niece just made a complete change in work. Hi, Cassandra. She went from being a nurse to being twist and rebar out in Vancouver.
She just sits there all day and just twist rebar?
Yeah, she's building. She's working for construction companies, twist and rebar. Basically, she was tired of being a nurse because it was tough on her mentally, right? So time for a career change, and she's loving it, obviously. So that's good. Proud of her. Hey, kid.
Awesome.
Yeah, hey,
that's
kid.
a career change.
That's a huge career change, right? Yeah. Rod busting, she calls it. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, her old man Joe probably likes that she's rod busting.
Yeah, I've actually been considering a career change here. I'm thinking of going into F1. I've got a lot of work to do.
Dude,
I've got the spoiled brat part down pat, though, right?
I don't mean this in a bad way whatsoever, but you better lose about half of you.
Yeah.
Because you will not fit in the car.
Well, I was thinking about it, but I need both of my arms definitely to still drive, so I can't chop an arm off. I need both legs, so I can't chop a leg off. So that means I have to eat less. Maybe that career change ain't for me.
I love
Go try and become a jockey first.
Maybe I'll go play one of the 7 dwarfs at Disney.
Yeah, go try that first. I'll come along. I'll be your Goofy.
All right,
jeez.
Oh Lord, lightning.
And we know who I'll be. I'll be Dopey. So.
Dopey.
I didn't want to say it because I didn't want the adult abuse comment to come out tonight at all.
Well, you guys have been pretty good so far.
Yeah, but we're only halfway through a show, so we got a whole other half that we can do.
How many shares have we had?
So far I've got Sarah and Ian.
Oh. Well, that's because the freaking Van Turfs don't need any more mugs. And
Todd, if you're still on, share.
But the trick is you have to comment as well because we're having issues with seeing who shares.
That's who shares.
Yes,
that's the trick.
That's the trick.
So I've had a little thing running on the ticker at the bottom, and nobody's replied with an answer. And I know Gerald and Dwayne don't know the answer. So
I don't see it there.
Well, give it a minute.
Absolutely.
So, Denise, you already got a mug, and it's in the mail, by the way.
Hey, there's nothing wrong
the face. All right. What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? Colton, what's the difference between a hippo and a zippo?
Well, Goes back to my question a little bit earlier. One's a little heavy and one's a little lighter.
God just shared.
That's pretty sick, buddy. Holy man.
My God.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, because of that answer, we lost 2 viewers.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm out. Colton's starting with these again. Oh, Lord.
I'm out.
In the old big gulps, eh? Well, see you later. Oh, sorry, Dwayne. That was a Jim Carrey. No, is that Jim Carrey? Yeah, that was Jim Carrey on Dumb and Dumber. You wouldn't like it.
No, I wouldn't.
You didn't like Dumb and Dumber?
No.
I just watched Ace Ventura the other night.
Smoking.
Yeah.
Tell the truth, Gerald.
What?
On
I just
whether or not
watched
you
Ace
liked it or not.
Say that again, Dwayne. Sorry.
Tell the truth on whether you liked it or not.
Of course, I laugh at his stuff. I wouldn't watch it if I didn't like it.
Dwayne, your sour face is a riot.
So disappointed. So disappointed.
What?
You're disappointed that somebody makes people laugh other than you?
Yes. I am.
The delay was perfect.
Yep.
I just had to think, how else would I like to say this?
You know what they say? The best part of comedy is timing, or the most important part of comedy is timing. And let me tell you what, Dwayne, you timed it perfect.
Even if I only get it done once right for timing, I got it. Nailed it.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear.
Have you been out golfing yet, Dwayne? I know you got some courses open around you, eh?
No, I haven't yet. I've been invited a few times, but I haven't gone yet. My back's not quite ready yet, so it's gonna. I probably won't go out till. I might hit driving ranges in the last week or the second last week of April before I go on my trip, and then just to get it loosened up. So
work into it slowly. Yeah.
What's that, Colton?
I said, where are you going on your trip?
We're going down into the Cranbrook area. We're playing St. Eugene, Wildstone, Shadow Mountain, and we're playing St. Eugene twice, Wildstone and Shadow Mountain. We're doing 4 rounds in 2 days.
Nice.
And your back can't handle a round right now. You got some work to do, buddy.
Oh yeah, I'm working it.
Holy, good for you, man. That's awesome. That'll be a wicked trip.
Because you figure,
there's 8 of us that are going, so we're gonna sneak down across the border, and we're gonna do a little crawling in the mud to get across with our clubs and everything like that, so we don't get seen. And we got the plates to put on the truck that are BC plates, so nobody thinks the difference. And I probably shouldn't have said that on here, but they're in a blue Chevy that we're going in, so not a red F-150. So it's all covered. We're all good,
I bet you there's a wicked market right now for counterfeit license plates, like even just different provinces. I bet you a guy could make a killing doing that.
Probably.
Gerald, do you want to set up a factory?
I can set up a factory. In the back of the bowling alley, we've got lots of room there.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we'll have to use his discombobulator in order to get things rolling, right?
I don't know, but I heard it's broken.
Is it broken again, the discombobulator?
Yeah, it broke Friday again. We had to have some help Friday.
Nice. Is that right there, right next to the flux capacitor?
It is. Yeah.
All right, Arm.
So baseball season started, boys, this week.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Isn't it spring training, or is it?
No.
Green Day was on Thursday.
Wow.
Yeah, Blue Jays are 1-1.
Yeah.
They won one?
1-1
Yeah, they won the
loss.
first one.
If you get up tomorrow morning, Colton, say about 9:30, 10, maybe 11 o'clock, the Blue Jays will be on.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out with my TV.
They're playing the Yankee Doodle Dandies. Yeah.
Yeah, sure you will.
They gave it away today, though. They just those 3 walks Buddy had there in yeah.
Colton isn't getting up early tomorrow.
Says who?
Colton be going to bed when the daylight comes up.
No,
Well,
no.
All depends, Dwayne, if you see another reflection on his TV or not. So
I seen nothing.
that's what he said.
I have prior commitments tomorrow.
Nice.
Look at that.
Oh, I know.
Well, churches are closed down.
No, there's one here in town, but he keeps getting in trouble.
Yeah, we got one of those here too in Leduc. He keeps getting in trouble also.
Actually, maybe that's the guy. I don't know. I keep seeing the news story that the priest keeps getting let out and then throw out a huge sermon.
Yeah, that's the one here in Leduc.
Yeah. Hey, man, a guy's got to pray, and that's what Sundays are for, is praying.
But I mean, now, do you pray to the F1 gods, the baseball gods, the hockey gods, or the golf gods? Like, which one are you supposed to pray for? There's too many of them.
The trick is to pray at the same location to all of them, right? Get them all, knock them, get 2 birds stoned at once, right? That's the trick.
2 birds stoned at once.
Is that then called an albatross or a birdie?
What the hell is that?
You get 2 birds stoned at once. Like, you get 2 things done at once. You get 2 birds stoned at once.
You're talking about killing 2 birds with 1 stone?
Thank you. That's what he's trying to say.
2 birds stoned at once. Man, everyone knows that.
Oh my Lord, Thunder and
I wouldn't worry about it. It's water under the fridge.
My apologies. The CRTC corrected me, and it's Stony Plain.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if she's looking for a position as our Jamie, I think she's
qualified.
She is. I do know this, that next weekend I will not be answering any calls whatsoever. It is Masters weekend, and I will not be moving my tookus off the coaches whatsoever.
Well, that's sweet. Who are you hoping to win? Who's your guy?
I was talking with a buddy of mine about this. I would actually love Rory to win it because I think that course owes him, but I don't think he's got the mental game for it. I think going in, I don't think Justin Johnson is going to repeat, to be honest with you, because this game's not there yet. It's not back to the way that it is. So I think I would have to go with Justin Thomas as a favorite for myself.
No,
I think JT is going to pull it off. His game is really good, and I think he's going to be dialed in. To be honest with you,
no.
Looks like
Who do you think, Gerald?
disagreeing with you.
Of course.
Oh, that's because Spieth is going to come through next weekend.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he is. I think
He's
I think
had,
his game is-
hold on. You already had your little chat there. He has already gone through his mental anguish the last 4 tournaments or so. So he is now at a point where his mind is wide open and he accepts what's going on and he can handle these pressures better.
Yeah,
That's where I'm at.
but he still hasn't put 4 rounds together yet.
But it's going to happen. That's the game, right? It happens for all of them. Sooner or later, it happens for all of them. So mine is Spieth.
Spieth.
Colton?
I gotta go JT too, man. Yeah, for sure. I have no reason behind it other than he's a wicked golfer, and I want to see him win, man. Uh-oh.
So who would be a dark horse for yourself?
I don't know how to answer that.
Phil Mickelson for me.
Hey, how's Tiger doing?
Well, yeah, he's kind of out of the
He's still
business
on
right now.
crutches.
Yeah.
He's still just.
Yeah.
Well, so he's walking then. Like, is he going to be okay? Do you think he's going to recover?
It's going to probably take a year or so.
I think it'll be another year before he's even back on the golf course, to be honest with you.
We'll be lucky, I think, if that. Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah. Well, do we have to give a mug away? Sorry, I didn't mean to burp there. Holy.
Yeah, I got 5 names here. I got Sarah, Ian, Denise, Todd, and Peggy. So
Awesome.
if anybody else is sharing, comment now or forever hold your peace.
Yeah. Hold your mug.
Now, when we say hold your peace, does that mean like hold your peace, brother? Does that mean like hold your peace? Or does that mean like hold your peace? Like your piece of paper?
The wife
Explain
said
this.
the wife said it means be quiet. Hold your peace. Hold your tongue.
Yeah, but peace and tongue don't go, it's not.
Saying your piece.
It could be a piece of tongue.
Yes.
Say it away.
Hold your piece of tongue. I love it.
There you
like
go.
Trish-
It's a new
Like
thing.
Trish says at a wedding, it's at the end of it. It's anybody with these people to get married. For speak now or forever hold your peace, which is basically hold your tongue. Don't say anything, right? So,
Man, I wish I had that at my first wedding.
oh,
That somebody wouldn't have holded their peace.
yeah. Cheers, Dwayne, on that one, buddy.
That's not negative. That's honest. That's the truth.
There ain't nothing wrong with the truth. What would you have done if somebody said their piece? Would you have been like, yeah, you're probably right, man. Good call. See you later.
To be totally honest with you, I don't know what I would have done.
Right? Yeah. That'd have been a tough one.
I mean, the first clear sign that should have told me that things weren't right is when she got the vowels wrong.
Else's name?
What's that?
Say somebody else's name?
No, how does it go? Grow with you in love, or how does that go? Grieve with you in sorrow and grow with you in love, or something like that. But she reversed it, and grow with you in sorrow and grieve with you in love, or something like that. Yeah, totally switched, and I should have just. Woo! Nope.
You're growing with me in sorrow. I'm out of here.
I'm gone. That should have been a clear sign.
Denise
But
said, Denise said I would have ran out fast. So I guess my question to you is, if you're at a wedding and you do have a piece and it's a couple that you don't think's going to make it, are you the type of person to stand up and say, yeah, I got something to say here? Or do you just quietly sit there and go, my God, I should say something?
I would be the latter. I would be the latter for sure. Because you can't step on their toes. I mean, they invited him to the weddings and he came. That person came. So,
but maybe they invited you so that you would say your piece.
There's that, right?
So if Gerald's the ladder, does that make one of us the snake?
Wow. Who's been writing the material? CRTC?
Nope, all on my own. Ping, off the top of my head. I wouldn't say anything just because I'm not that guy.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I like to talk a big game, like I'm a big tough guy, and then into a real situation, I'm like,
you all know that the tripod would be in the corner going, no.
Unless I had some liquid lubricant, I told you about our wedding crashing party in Wells, eh?
Yeah.
When we were standing in the back and the bride's dad was coming up, and they're like, and next up we have Jerry, the bride's father. And the 6 of us assholes in the back Jerry. Yeah, they figured out we weren't part of the wedding real quick.
Excuse me, sir. Can you leave now? There's
you
the door. Don't let it hit you on the ass on the way out.
Have you ever been to a wedding where somebody did? Or has that just only happened in the movies?
So far for me, the movies.
Yeah, just the movies for me too.
Yeah.
If somebody knows of a story where that happened, if you could, I don't know, tag us in it or tag them in this video, and then we could hear that story. I would love to hear a real life situation where somebody stood up and said their piece at a wedding. I don't know. I think that would be a hell of a story to hear.
We all sit there and wait for it when the preacher says, "Do you forever hold your peace?" We all sit there and wait for somebody to speak up. Nobody ever does.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeesh. It's crazy. That's something I would do.
Weddings, man. You know, they'll get you.
Yep.
They'll get you. 9 times out of 10, I wake up after a wedding with a hangover. I know you guys are shocked.
I was just going to say, isn't that what it's like every day that ends in Y?
No. I really don't drink that much. Like I drink on the show.
Yep.
And on Friday nights.
Yeah.
Other than that, no.
You're a weekender.
Yeah. I'm a weekender, man. You know, I got things going on during the week. Guy doesn't have time to get,
That's right.
It's a weekday. It's a school night, man. You know.
It's a school night. Dude, if you're still in school, I really hate to see that high school.
Okay.
Well, I'm excited.
Well, I got 4 names here.
I'm excited to see who gets it. Maybe I'm sending Denise too.
What?
Peggy, Denise, Sarah, and Ian.
Who?
Peggy, Sarah, Denise, and Ian.
Todd shared.
Todd.
Oh yeah, Todd. Where did Todd go? Todd, where'd you go, man?
Todd. Brother Todd, where'd you go?
I'll make you right now, buddy.
I see how this works. He just throws in the names that he chooses to throw in and throws everybody else's out. I get it now.
Hey, speaking of movies, did you watch that? Yeah, we definitely were speaking about movies.
True. A great segue.
Thank you. I was working on that all night. My octopus teacher.
No.
My friend the octopus.
No.
I think it's My Octopus Teacher. Oh man, you gotta watch it. It like at the beginning it's kind of slow and you're like, this is kind of weird. But then as soon as the octopus like reaches his tentacle out or her tentacle out and like touches the guy's hand, it's like, man, this is cool. Next thing you know, the octopus is like snuggling with the guy underwater. Like, it's cool. It's really cool. And it's in the wild. And octopuses only live to be a year. Spoiler alert. So things happen, you know?
Octopuses
so
only
like
live
a
to
love
be a year
story?
old?
Well, that type of octopus, anyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is
Oh, so
like
this is an actually by like an actual factual of octopuses.
Yeah. So this guy was a filmmaker.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
he was having a tough go. So then he decided to just go back to the ocean where it sounds creepy. I know it does. I'm doing a terrible job of selling this. It's
the next thing you know, we're all going to be invited to their wedding. And then somebody's going to go, wait a minute, can I have that tentacle to throw in the Bobby?
Y'all got any tzatziki up in here?
Any
Wow.
tzatziki? Can I have some of that black ink to throw into my pasta?
But anyways, it ends up being a fantastic show, and I know
Cool.
it did a terrible selling it, but check it out.
I will.
Can I get a drum roll, please?
Who is it?
Brother Todd!
Oh, the Toddster.
You can just send that to me and I'll take it out to my camp with them.
Okay, sounds good.
Does it?
Sounds good.
Send them the cup and the sticker.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll do that, buddy. I'll do that this week with Denise's.
Oh, you mean the one that was in the mail already? It got
Yeah,
returned?
right. Oh, yeah, right. The one that's in the mail.
Did that boomerang thing?
Awesome.
So before we go, I got a quick question. Really quick question.
Okay.
So you know how that that ship got stuck in the Suez Canal?
Yeah.
Well, the boat was called, the ship was called Ever Given. So my question is, have you ever given her too hard?
I think I started in my 20s and ended at the age of 42.
And it turns out all you needed is one hoe to dig you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was making a comparison to the ship.
But did you know how that ship got stuck in that Suez Canal?
Because they had a big dust storm,
No.
and then it was windy.
No.
Oh, you know the
One of the
real
guys
story?
on the boat bet the captain he couldn't bet him a beer. He couldn't turn that thing around. Do you turn? And the captain said, "Want to bet?"
Hold my beer. Watch this.
Yep.
What about you, Gerald? You ever given her too hard?
I've been giving her too hard from the time I was 20, when I was homeless there for about a year. When I come back from that 20, I don't know how old I would have been. I'm lost on time back there, but there was a blur of about 6 years in there where I didn't know my ass from a hole in the ground. So just happened to get lucky to grab out of it. I tell you, I was probably about 26 or so. I'm trying to remember my times back then, but yeah, I would say those years. I slowed down after that. I mean, my first marriage, I was 32, right? So then after that, you kind of slow down, right? Second marriage, I was 33. Fourth marriage, I was,
36.
34?
You notice you skipped the third marriage, right?
I had to.
He was giving her too hard there, man.
Yeah, I was giving her too hard. No, yeah, I had a blur. Well, Colton, you're probably still kind of giving her, right? So,
Oh, buddy.
yeah.
Oh, for sure. Oh,
You
yeah.
don't have I mean, other than your work, which is priority, you give her pretty good.
I give her
When
pretty good. Yeah, I'm feeling kind of trapped, and I don't mean to bring it down. I want to get out of Canada. Really.
Yeah.
Let me out of here.
Yeah, exactly. We're all feeling that, right? So,
Yeah.
Cole,
So
I have a question for you.
what's that?
I have a question for you.
I will probably have an answer.
Did you just call the CRTC a hoe?
You see, and as soon as that came out of my mouth, that's what you started thinking. I did not mean it. I did not mean it like that. But that's how the ship got dug out. There was just one hoe digging that ship out. I made a comparison, and I immediately regretted it. I apologize. I did not mean that. I retract
Boy,
my-
are you going to hear from the CRTC?
I'm really sorry.
Actually, I'm the one that's gonna be in more trouble because I'm the one that didn't catch it.
Well, as I said it, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get shit for this. He didn't say nothing, so I thought I got away with it.
Yeah.
Turns out I did not.
You didn't.
If I would have just said all you needed was one excavator, I would have been fine. But no, I had to say hoe and get
Yeah.
my
You
shit.
had to go. You had to shorten it.
Yeah. Oh, Lord Lightning.
Hey,
Well, that was awesome, you guys. Holy. I started drinking at 7:30, and by 8:30, I'm lit. So
What about 9? You ready to fall into the table or what?
pretty much.
I'm pretty sure he's been drinking out of an empty glass.
It just finished.
No, he's got a
It's just-
sticker on the bottom that he's just checking out his notes.
Yeah. Okay. Did I say this? Did I say this? Yeah. Yeah. I did this. Yeah.
9 o'clock. Say good night. Okay, well, it looks
Holy.
Oh Lord.
right on. Well, it was
All right,
good to have
boys.
you, Dwayne. Gerald,
Huh?
it's been a pleasure as always, my friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dwayne, it's been a pleasure having you back. We missed you. Glad to have you back. And you know
Thanks,
what?
brother.
I think tonight went well.
Yep. It did.
So until next week, stay classy.
Happy Easter. Happy Easter, everybody.